Recording in progress.
Indonesia is a land of richness and vastness which blessed with diverse flora and fauna. From Sabang to Merauke, nature's treasures are spread across the country. Its fertile soil yields a remarkable variety of vegetables and fruits, offering immense health benefits to its people. As per the Ministry of Agriculture, the consumption of fruits in Indonesia has been on the rise, driven by population growth and evolving dietary patterns. Consequently, farmers face the challenge of producing more fruits to meet the demands of markets, mini-markets, and supermarkets. But unfortunately, there have been instances where small fruits are still being sold, compromising the integrity of the supply chain, such as cases like in Pekanbaru, Purwakarta, and Bekasi, highlight the problems faced by sellers and also buyers. This situation not only affects sellers and buyers, but also contradicts the government's emphasis on food quality and safety. The Ministry of Health has consistently emphasized the importance of maintaining high standards in the food industry. The inadequate focus on the fruit freshness poses risks and challenges for all involved parties. Sellers may face damage to their reputation, buyers are at risk of purchasing inferior products, and it undermines the government's efforts to ensure food quality and safety standards. According to unlockfood.ca, damaged or stale fruits can harbor harmful microorganisms that are difficult to remove. This increases the risk of foodborne illnesses or food poisoning. This highlights the need for an efficient time-saving tool that can accurately determine the freshness of fruits, ensuring their safety for consumption. So we aim to develop a fruit freshness detector system that can accurately classify fruit as fresh or spoiled based on their appearance.
I'm going to explain about our group project application, Fresh Fruit Detection. In the home, there are sign in and sign up button. In the sign in layout, you need to input email and password or using Google account to sign in. In the sign up layout, you need to input email, password, and confirm password to sign up the account. Example, rama@gmail.com with the password rama1234 and confirm password samrama1234. After that, you can sign in with account that you already registered. In the upper right corner, there is a kebab menu for logout. In the middle bottom, there is button for prediction. The first text box is for your choice to name your prediction, and the second text box is your account name. After that, you can put the image by clicking on the image icon and choosing your fruit image. And clicking the prediction button, and then your prediction will appear in the empty menu before.
The model that works to predict fruit works in simple way. User can upload fruit photo. After that photo are converted to the bits of array, and the model will predict whether they are fresh or not fresh. It is simple. But to able to reach this stage, the model has been made more than 4 times, which we can see below. That the results are very good. In the early version of the model, the accuracy profile was always high. But the test data was carried out still did not represent the real scenario that was encountered. As a simple example, we can imagine that ordinary cell phone camera photo are definitely different from the DSLR camera photo. In the early version, the test data was still dominated by DSLR camera photo. Therefore, the model from V1 to the V4 have experienced high improvement. We also test the model with searching fruit by ourselves, and we are satisfied with it. Stop. Please note, we have evaluated the model many times and tested it with test data that is close to the real world scenario. Therefore, the model development has been very well done and always recorded in Google spreadsheet. Of course, there are various types of experiments that have been carried out. And each experiment is always recorded in spreadsheet, which we discuss every time in our ML team or capstone team. Thank you.
Alright, let's talk about the cloud architecture in this team. As you can see, users interact with the app through their phone. For the application, we're using Kotlin as a framework to build an app. And the application requires internet connectivity to activate the feature we give. Now, let's see what cloud architecture we have. The first one, we have Firebase. We choose Firebase because Firebase provides a lot of service with free tier in certain quotas, and it's good, really good, for the small developer like us. And the service we leverage in the Firebase are Firebase authentication and Firebase storage. For the Firebase authentication, we using those authentication management, and it provides the option to use a Google as authentication, and it's really helpful. Additionally, we utilize Firebase storage, which provide a free 1 gigabyte for the storage, and it's really nice. For deploying the machine learning model and API, we're using Cloud Run. In the Cloud Run, we have a Flask as a framework to manage the model and routes in the API. We deploy to Cloud Run because Cloud Run is really easy and user-friendly nature. That's it for the Azure Cloud. Thank you.
Let's take a look at our application presence detector and compare it with a similar application called fraud and fetch detector. Here are the key points of comparisons. As we compare the two applications, it is clear that threat detector excels in several areas. Our application provides a user-friendly interface with quick response and easy to understand feature. It also allows users to capture photos from both the gallery and the camera, although rear camera capture is a planned feature. While the other application has an advantage in the ability to use the camera directly, our development roadmap will adding this feature to our application as well. Overall, presence detector offers a more comprehensive and user-friendly experience, ensuring accurate fraud presence detection and providing convenient feature for our user. Next, let's take a look at our team roadmap. It outlines the key steps we will be taking to complete our application and reach the beta release. We have also planned for budgeting restriction and identified the roles we will need for our team. Here's a brief overview of the budgeting restriction and needed roles. Now, let's discuss the important project milestone. In July, we will be releasing the alpha version of our application. From July to October, our focus will be on continuous improvement. Finally, in December, we will launch the beta version of our application. Now, let's move on to our budgeting session. We have categorized our expenses into several areas. First, our recurring expenses will be allocated toward cloud service and salaries. For one-time expenses, we will allocate funds for necessary devices such as laptops and computers. Our future development expenses will cover research and training costs to ensure continuous improvement of our app. Moving on, we have sustainability expenses. Here we estimate our source of income and priorities efficiency. Now, let's see our expectation based on two budget scenarios, 5,000 and 2,000 USD. We will present the estimate runway, headcount, and asset for the fresh fruit detector app.
Hi, this is Bastian. I'm going to test the fresh detection application from this team, and I will try to use the image that I already download from the Google. First, I'm gonna use fresh orange, and let's click this. Okay, it's correctly predicted. I will try to do the stale one. I will use this image from Google and try to predict it again. Okay, it's another correct prediction, I see. And yeah, my first impression of this application is has a great UI, great design, easy to use, and also the prediction is spot on, is correctly predicted. I think that's it from me. Thank you.